our defining moment. Some call it transition. When we are born, there's time for everything. We start by trying to stand. Then we crawl, we start walking, and we start running. It goes through, and by the time we grow old, the same thing begins to happen in the reverse form. So there's defining moment for us in everything that we do. What happens along the way of life's journey is that we become so busy, we are unable to identify those defining moments that moves us from one level to the other. Those are the transition moments. When you are done with secondary school, it's a big defining moment for us because there's a lot of life-changing interventions we have to introduce. It's the same when we are done with our first degree, moving on to the second degree. So at every stage in our life, what is required for us is to be observant of things that happen and what informs our next choices. These are the defining things we need to look out for. Many people call it the eureka moment. Sometimes you don't even know that those are defining milestones for you. Those are doors that are being opened for you to take the next step. Sometimes we don't even realize that those opportunities that are being presented to us are the keys to the next big doors for us. So what is required is for us to begin to pay a bit more attention to the things that are happening around us. Our day-to-day, our engagements, the people that we have conversations with, the people that we surround ourselves with. We need to be open-minded. Where it becomes very important or where it becomes very difficult for you to be observant yourself, please attach yourself to people that can begin to ask you very critical questions every now and then to serve as a wake-up call. Those questions are to serve as guide for us to know what next to do in our lives. Most of the time, our busy schedules make it so that we lose track of daily life. It's from AM to PM. But when we have others who are life champions around us, who are accountable partners around us, they are able to ask us questions along life's journey. And these are the reflective points for us to look back on, to tell ourselves, okay, we have moved from one level to the other, which means that we have to begin to introduce other things into our lives to propel us and move us forward. So these are the messages I have for you today, that we begin to pay a bit more attention to the things that are happening in us, around us, and within the connections that we find ourselves, and pay attention to our transitions. It's important that when we are moving from one level to the other one, we add value to what we are doing. It is the only way that we see growth. So please pay a bit more attention to yourself, your surroundings, and the people you engage with. If you can't pay attention to yourself by yourself, please find accountable partners that can help you along the life journey. These and many more we will share with you in our next episode. Thank you.